Good afternoon, General Johnson, Mrs. Johnson. Thank you so much for joining us here today. It's kind of a deja vu. We were here 2 years ago. I can't believe it's been 2 years.
I can't either.
I can't either.
You're bringing back some nostalgia right now.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this again 2 years later. And we're really excited about getting the chance to hear you reflect on your time here.
Great.
So, we'll start off with you, sir. We're wondering how you feel to be leaving BAMC, or Brooke Army Medical Center, after 2 years.
Well, I think it's really hard for me to describe that because it's such mixed emotions. So there's part of it that I'm really excited about, having a chance to go to Regional Health Command Central, to still have BAMC as a part of that command, and then to have the other 11 hospitals as well, to be able to see how can we continue to move things forward, how can we chart a way during DHA and the transition that takes place there. So I think that's kind of the exciting part. The other part is I'm trying to figure out how do I put my fingernails into the wood here and let people try to pull me away from that, because this has been such a tremendous opportunity, and I feel like I've really been blessed for these 2 years.
How did you feel when you learned you were going to stay in San Antonio a little bit longer with your husband going to Region?
For my role, Brooke Army Medical Center had so many facets of wonderful opportunities. The auxiliary, and watching, as Jeff said, how the staff knit everything together, but being able to serve in a capacity where we can be the catch tray in case anything falls through, to have the opportunity to serve in that way, our spouses and our community. So leaving that, even to go to Regional Health Command Central, is really difficult. Knowing that, it's exciting not to have to move, to stay in the same house, the same neighbors, the same place. It's exciting that there'll be more opportunities for both of us to be more vested in the community and a bigger audience, for more mentoring, for more breakthroughs, for whatever they may be.
What were the main highlights of your time here?
Seen so many people at all levels who had the courage to say, we can do this differently. It's pretty easy just to be stuck where we are and to be complacent in that, but to see the courage to say, hey, we're going to do something a little bit different. To see us really embrace the virtual medical center, which was something that was brought down from MedCom to us. To see how the organization has really addressed its cultural issues of what do we do with medics in that same Medic Up program, of taking them from just being administrative clerks to now functioning at their full scope, to see that expanded out to our 68 Charlies, our LPNs, to see that we're just about ready to unload our 4NOs into that same process. To watch them has been, to me, something that's been pretty amazing to watch. Something that's pretty important, and I would say in this last 2 years, having the opportunity to be a spokesperson in the San Antonio greater community with regards to the threats that we've had with trauma here at BAMC has been also something that I think is noteworthy. And not because we had some kind of great idea of how to do trauma different. It wasn't about that. It really was to see that there was a potential competitor outside of our organization that would fundamentally change our ability to train new residents, to train nurses, to train technicians, to train new physicians, and that we couldn't just stand by and watch that take place and just say, well, it's okay, whatever we're left with, we're left with. But instead to be able to have this organization have a reputation that I could walk into City Hall, or I could walk into the County Commissioner's court, and the reputation of this organization preceded me to be able to have a conversation that took us to a place where others would become our advocates as well. And I trust that that'll be something that sets the stage for a long, long history of being able to continue to do civilian traumas here in our organization. But even more so, I think it speaks to who this organization is, because none of that I could have done without that work that's done every day with the 10 to 15 traumas that come in, the results that happen, the interaction and the personable approach that our staff takes for all of those patients. And that was only reinforced on that Sunday morning when the shooting took place down in Sutherland Springs, that we are ready at any time. We don't need to be signaled. We don't need to have some kind of warning. We're always ready. And isn't that really what that focus of readiness is really about? Is at a moment's notice being able to execute in order to serve and to support.
Wonderful, sir. So now over to you, Mrs. Johnson. What do you feel your high points have been over the last 2 years?
It makes me teary, but it leaves me at a loss for words, because there is nothing that can describe the incredible journey that we've had for 2 years. And my biggest highlight probably would be the opportunity that Jeff gave me by allowing me to spend so much time in the hospital. I am in awe of the people, the patients, the staff, from J&J to the command suite. I have never met such incredible people. Those are my highlights.
Well said. Thank you so much. So thank you to both of you. That was great answers. Sir, is there some type of message that you'd like to share?
The things that I am most grateful for are the things internal to the organization. So whether that's our housekeeping contractors, who everybody brags on all of the time, that sets the condition that at the first step across the threshold coming into the hospital, that everybody knows this is the place where quality and professionalism starts. It sets the stage at that threshold. To have our incredible partners from the 959th and all of those airmen that are inside of this organization every day, not caring about what service parochialism is about, but really how is it that we take care of patients? How is it that we become a team? How is it that we function together for something that's more than what we could ever be just by ourselves? The ISR, another incredible partner that provides a skill set that is honed and targeted to exactly what our mission set is here.
Mrs. Johnson, same question for you. Is there a message you'd like to share?
I think that a hearty thank you, which just doesn't seem like enough, does it, for the magnitude of willingness to serve, grace-filled forgiveness for either not knowing or misunderstanding, the long list of people willing to serve at a moment's notice, whether it be with the patients or just encouraging other people that are on the floors, for the brag people that pop popcorn all the time that makes everything smell so good, to the volunteers that you see, to our lone Red Cross vests that still walk the halls. I think a thank you for a little bit better than 2 of the best years that I've ever had, and I have had some really good years over this half a century. And I think that's really what I want to say. Just thank you for the opportunities. Thank you for the love, the encouragement, the support. And this was one, 9,000 size family. It's been a great experience that neither one of us will ever forget. And it has grown us. It stretched us. It has deeply affected our hearts. And I think there's some imprints on our souls from the incredible people here.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk today again, and we're glad you're staying close, and we look forward to continued conversations. Thank you so much.
Great, thanks.